Alright, so here we have the chopping crew, and we have volunteers from Tennessee.
Tennessee volunteers.
Tennessee volunteers.
Michigan
From Ecuador. Yeah, Rosanna from Ecuador.
The Fury.
Right? From the town of Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Yes.
Yeah. And pretty much, and then Berkeley, California. Right? And most of these people are associated with the great agricultural university of the United States, UC Davis. And what we're making here is apple cider, the California way, up here in glorious Humboldt County, where the most potent and high cash value marijuana in the world is grown all around us, right? Yes. So the point here is to show the various operations of making really good apple cider. And these apples were grown here in Humboldt County and Davis, California. They're being washed. The wormy parts are being removed. And then, from there, it's going into the grinder. And this is where everything has changed this year. This is the third year we've been making this cider. And this young man from Odium, England, currently a student at UC Davis in the viticulture and enology program, is about to crush some of these apples. And this crusher is an old garden composter. It has a continuous service motor. And it instantly crushes apples. Last year we were using a garbage disposal, a dedicated garbage disposal, and it did the job, but it took probably 5 to 10 times longer than this crusher. It had the problem of, because it wasn't a continuous duty motor, it would overheat. This motor will run, the motor that we have on this garden composter, it'll run all day without overheating. 3,400 RPMs, cooling fins on it, does the job. Yeah, hold on a second, yeah, there we go. That is beautifully crushed apples right there, ready to go into the press. Yesterday we were pressing a lot of Golden Delicious
Granny Smiths.
And Granny Smiths. And this year we have today we have a different apple in there.
Mystery apple.
Mystery apple. But the more types of apples you use for making apple cider, the better. It's now 4 days after we pressed this year's crop of apples. We made a total of 30 gallons of juice, and those 30 gallons have now been divided into 6 5-gallon batches, each of which is being fermented separately. We used champagne yeast in 3 of these 6 batches, and that will give us a very dry tasting apple cider. And the other 3 5-gallon batches have been pitched with Cote de Blanc yeast, which is a wine yeast that will leave a slightly sweeter flavor to those 3 batches of apple cider. After the fermentation has been completed, we'll move the cider into stainless steel tanks and age it for a period of several weeks, and then we're going to be bottling it with carbonation into champagne bottles and into beer bottles. And here's a sampling of our ciders from 2007. Apple ciders made with a variety of apples and yeasts, and also a batch of pear cider. It was all really delicious. We enjoyed it all year long, but we're really looking forward to this new batch this year. We think it's going to be even better. Many thanks for watching.